All right, everybody, back out on the water again today. It is about 71 degrees, overcast skies. Expecting to get some storms in here later this afternoon, probably about 1, 2 o'clock. So I've got about 5-6 hours worth of time here to fish before it starts coming down. Calling for thunderstorms, so I don't mind fishing in the rain, but the lightning and all that, no, it's not worth it. Got to get off the water when that happens. Anyway, back out at Bard's Lake again today. And I'm going to try and mix things up a little bit. I'm not going to start off with a spinnerbait today. I'm going to start off with a lure here that I've had for quite a while. I have not caught a fish on it as far as I can tell, as far as I can remember. It's a Heddon Spittin' Image Bill Dance lure. Bluegill pattern, topwater bait, kind of a little bit of a walking bait. I'm going to try this out today, see how this goes for starters, instead of running the spinnerbait. Things have not been going real well for me here lately, so I'm going to mix it up a bit, see if we can't catch some fish. I haven't caught too many here lately, but can turn that all around today, hopefully. Let's go get some fish. Got the mosquitoes out here today. This is a nice little topwater lure. I can't believe I haven't really used it before. Whenever I go to topwaters, I use a frog or a buzz bait of some sort. This is kind of like a topwater, kind of like a Zara spook. Here, walk the dog kind of thing. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but it's like walking the dog with a Zara spook. Just reel handle twitches. Seeing some fish coming up to the top there, probably hitting those bugs. Probably some bluegills. We got some weeds on there now. A little too far. Yep. Didn't look quite right. Felt a little bit sluggish. Now that was maybe a bass over there. Reel this thing in here real quick and pitch it over into that area. Hopefully he just gave himself away. He didn't look real big. But we got to get the skunk off the kayak here. Get us a fish. Oh, somebody took a swipe at it. Didn't take it though. Like I said, I think it might be a small bass. If it is a bass, it might be a bluegill. Yeah, it was not a good cast. Give him another try. Well, doesn't look like they're interested in top water. Maybe we'll just go ahead and pull out the spinnerbait again. The old spinnerbait, silver, willow blade, gold, small Colorado. And we got a 1/2 ounce jig head. This is a Dobbins, blue, white, and chartreuse with a Yumdinger trailer, hooked upside down. Dipped the tail in some JJs. Got a little chartreuse on the tail there. Let's see if this thing can draw them out. About 5.5 feet of water. Water temperature is at 86. Water looks a little stained today. We had a bunch of rain the other day and yesterday. Got a couple little feeder creeks that feed into this lake. Got her stained up a little bit. Maybe I should be throwing a different color. But visibility's still about 1 to 2 feet anyway. It is muggy out here. The sun's not out. It'd be pretty warm by now. As it is, it's about 75 degrees. See the mist hanging over the treetops over there. That sun comes out, it's going to get ugly out here. Well, looks like nobody wants the old wacky rig. We're just going to continue working our way down this shoreline. And we're going to switch it up again, and we're going to go to a chatterbait. Got a 1/2 ounce chatterbait here. Bluegill pattern with a craw trailer. These claws are dipped in JJs again to make them a little more fluorescent. Hopefully they think this is a bluegill and they decide to try and eat it. That would be awesome. Let's see what we can do here. smokes, what was that? They got those crazy carp in here. It was right in front of the kayak. I don't know. There we go, got one. I didn't feel like too bad of a fish. No, stay down, stay down. There we go. Finally got one. Took a little while. All right, dude, settle down. Settle down. Let's get this hook out of your face. Get a measurement on you here. $13.75. All right, $13.75. Gonna get a couple of pictures here, and then I'm gonna let this one go. All right, got my pictures. Gonna release this one, $13.75. Not a bad fish for starters. Got a little bit of red on his tail there. I don't know what the deal is. Red on the belly too. He's laying right on the bottom, I guess. Anyway, there we go, folks. Thank you, fish. Let's go get some more. Nice calm day out here on the water. Hard to believe we're going to get storms later on. There we go. Okay, get back in here. Get in here. Wow, we hit that right by the kayak. All right. Another one, number 2 of the day. On the spinnerbait again. Ooh, got that one right in the top of the mouth. There we go. Got that out. There we go, folks. Number 2. Looks to be a little bit smaller than the last one. Put them on the board here. Just 13.5. Yep, just a little bit smaller. 13.5. All right, we're gonna get some pictures. All right, everybody, 13.5 on that one. A little bit smaller than the first one, but still a fish. So anyway, here we go. We're on to them today. Got a little bit better. Thank you, fish. There we go. Got one. Another one about the same size. Just gonna lift this one in here. Not even gonna bother with the net. No, actually this one's a little bit smaller. Put that one in the corner of the mouth. All right, that one will go probably 10 or 11. I don't think it'll even make 12 inches. Oh, it did. Just made 12. There we go. That's my 3 fish limit, small limit. 12 inches on that one, folks. Get some pictures of this one and let this one go. All right, folks. 12 inches on the dot. Just made it. 12-incher there. 3 fish limit now. Now we gotta start getting the bigger ones. Thank you, fish. All right, let's go get another one. There we go, got another one. This one's a little bit more of a fighter, not real big though. You know what? I don't even need a net for this one either. I'll hoist them in. Here we go. Probably, yeah, looks to be a little bit smaller than the last one. A little chunkier though. Let's see what we got here. Mm, 11 1/4. Yep, he's smaller. A little smaller than the last one, but he's a fighter. Catching all the little ones right now. We need to hook into a couple of big ones here to make this really interesting. All right, no pictures on this one. Thank you, fish. Here we go, got another one. This one, about the same size. Might be a little bit, oh, this one's an acrobat. Come on, get over here. There you go, right into the net you go. Right into the net. Oh yeah, this is a big one. This is a nice one, finally. Good size one. Probably go 15, 16 anyway. I would think. Cooperate. Ooh, that hook just popped right out of his mouth. Holy cow. All right, there we go. Biggest one of the day so far. Let's see what this one measures. 15. Just shy of 15 1/4. 15 inches on this one. It's a nice one there. This one is picture worthy. Let me take a couple pictures. I'll be right back. All right, fish. 15. Where's your big cousins hanging out at? Where's double digit Debbie? Don't know. You're not saying, huh? Okay, fine. All right, folks, 15 inches. That's a nicer one. Thank you, fish. Oh, picked up something there. Bunch of weeds. Oh, most of them came off. Oh. Gotta straighten out this trailer. Got turned around a little bit there. There we go, got another one. Another one, another little one. Another little guy. Shut this motor off here so I quit drifting around. All right, we're not even gonna take pictures of this one. This one's a little guy. Probably about 10 inches. 10 inches. Anyway, there you go, folks. Another little bass. That's number what? Six of the day. Thank you, fish. Still looking for the big uns. Might find them eventually. Hopefully. Bit of weed stuck on there. Got a weed line right here. I'm going to throw this spinnerbait right in front of this weed line. Spinnerbait seems to be getting it done today. 6 fish. First got on the water, probably didn't catch a fish for, I don't know, an hour. Now just working my way down this shoreline here, seems like things are turning on a little bit. Something just took a swipe at that spinnerbait right as it hit the water. Oh, there we go. That feels like a little bit better fish. Oh yeah. I think this one might be a little bit better. Come here, fish. Where you at? Get back over here. Yeah. Oh. There we go. All right, there's another one. Probably go 15 or 16. Shut that motor off so I quit going along. All right, reel that up a little bit. Alrighty, folks, there's another one. Looks kind of like the one I caught back there. Probably about the same size, too. Get him on the board here real quick. $15 again. Yeah, another. This is a healthier fish. Rather chunky. It's a nice one. I'll take these. These are all right. Gonna get some pictures and let this one go and keep on rolling down this shoreline. All right, everybody, there you go. 15-incher. Nice little bass there. That's number 7, I think. 7 of the day so far. Thank you, fish. All right. Just slow rolling this spinnerbait. Throwing it at any stick-ups or along this weed line here as we come across them. Keeping it high in the water column, just under the surface. I can see it creating the wake as it's coming through the water. There's another one. See, I'm only in about 1.5 feet of water here. All right. Get over here, fish. All right, settle down, settle down. Get a hook out of your face. Just give me a minute here. All right, folks, there we go, number 8. A little bit smaller one, probably about 14-ish, I'd say. Nope, 13.75. 13.75. All right, get some pictures of this one, and we'll let this one go then. All righty, folks. Fish number 8 of the day. Man, I'm actually having a good day today. It's about darn time. Been about a month-and-a-half slump or so here. 13. Thank you, fish. Yeah, so much for a no-wake lake. The one boat on the water that could make a wake is making a wake. This is a no-wake lake. Ah, people, what are you gonna do? They're special. I guess the rules don't apply to them. Why do people have to do stuff like that anyway? If it's no wake, then it's no wake. Got a little piece of wood sticking up out of the water right there. Whoa! Yeah, something hit that as soon as it hit the water. Holy cow. I think I got one crank into it and it took off. And it's another little bit nicer one. Oh yeah, get in there, get in there. I think that's the biggest one of the day. Man, that thing hit the spinnerbait as soon as it hit the water. Oh, look at that. Flopping around in there and the spinnerbait came out. That's the one thing about spinnerbait though. They do have a tendency to pop out. That's why you got to keep the pressure on the fish. But anyway, let me turn this kayak because I can tell I got the sun right behind me. Turn it here just a second. All right, there we go, folks. Another nice little bass, probably 15, 16 inches on that one. Let's see what we got. $15 3/4. 15 3/4. All right, let me get some pictures of this one and let him go. All right, folks, got my pictures. 15 3/4. Nice little bass there. I'll take it. Thank you, fish. All right, let's go get some more. Well, it doesn't seem like anybody's interested in frog. But I do know that they like the spinnerbait. So we'll go with the spinnerbait again. I got a nice little welcome breeze. Not real hot out yet, but it is quite muggy. Got a stick up out of the water right there. Pitch over there and see what we can get. See if anybody's home, but it's in really shallow water too. So I'm picking up weeds. All right, we're gonna go down this shoreline here. I don't know how deep we are because I think I got a bunch of weeds wrapped around my transducer. And it's way back there. Or it just might not be very deep. Let's see. No, yeah, it's not very deep. It's only about 1.5 feet maybe. And with that transducer sticking down in the water, probably 1 foot, it's probably reading less than 1 foot. That's why I'm not getting anything showing up here. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back up into those little creeks I wanted to go into, so we're going to head that way over to the other shoreline. Start working our way back east. Got to lay down here. I'm going to fish for a minute. Put the old spot lock on so I stay here. I always start off by running a bait over the top of it, some kind of a moving bait, chatterbait, spinnerbait, probably not a crankbait, and see if there's any active fish up in here. And if that doesn't work, then pull out a wacky rig or something like that. Let me adjust that camera. That's better. All right, I made 4 or 5 casts. We'll do one more. One more with a moving bait, with the spinner bait. Nothing on this one, then I'm going to switch it over to a wacky rig. All right, nothing on the old spinner bait. Let's throw the wacky. Throwing a green pumpkin wacky rig. I put some silicone skirting material in the tail. Maybe I should put it on the other end too. I'm not sure. Just maybe to draw their attention a little bit. Try this out, see how it works. And I've got it on a little jig head weight, weedless, so it sinks a little bit quicker. It doesn't sink real fast. Just helps to get it down in the water a little bit. There we go, right off of that piece of wood right there. Not a bad fish. I'll take it. I gotta back out of here before I crash. All right. I think this is number 10. Maybe 11, I'm not sure. It's one of those rare days where I actually lost count. Look at that, came right out. All right, folks, there you go. There's another one. Might actually get 12 out of this one. Let's put that board in the water. Get it wet for this little guy. Put him on the board. Oh, 13 3/4. Wow. 13 3/4 on that one. Get some more pictures here. And we'll let this one go. Whoa! Dude, where'd you go? Get back here. Feisty little guy. All right, settle down. There we go. All right, folks, number 10, I believe. 10 or 11, I'm not sure. Anyway, nice little bass. Caught him right off a piece of wood right up by the shore there. Pitched a spinnerbait over there, ran it by it, and he decided it looked like breakfast. Thank you, fish. There we go, got another guy. Right up here by the car. Oh, he got off. And goodbye. That was a quick release. Tried to flip him in here and grab him, and he got a little crazy. Anyway, got him on the kayak, so it counts. Number 12. Didn't get a picture, though. Oh, well. That was a crazy release, though, huh? That happens sometimes. All right, let's go get another one. There's a little fawn standing underneath that decking there for that dock. Wonder where his mama's at. Mama, where are you? He's just standing under there. All by his lonesome. He's coming out now. Yeah, I wonder where Mama's at. Usually they're not too far behind. Hey little guy, where's your mama? These glasses on, I can't see any. Oh, he's got away. I was going to get a picture of him. Oh well. Got him on video anyway. I guess I don't need these sunglasses on right now anyway. All right, everybody, we're going to try something that I have not thrown in a long time. I believe this is called the Dance's Eel, Bill Dance. Soft plastic, kind of looks like a big tadpole, I suppose. Got a little bill on it, probably dive 1 to 2 feet, something like that. I have not used this lure in a long time, 10 years, 15 years, I don't know. Been a long time. I was just going through my stuff the other day and saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and throw that again. Can't tell you whether I've actually ever caught a fish on it or not. I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to tie this on and we're going to see how it does. Oh man, I thought I had something there. Crying out loud. Thought I finally got something on the old Dance's eel. But I didn't. Not a fish anyway. But let me show you what I did catch. Holy cow. I got this mess. What a mess. I think we're free. We are free. Well, I caught something anyway, right? I set the hook. Felt like it pulled back a little bit. That's because I snagged that line. Let's get this guy back in the water and see if we can actually catch a fish this time. All right, enough of that. Didn't catch anything on the Dance's eel, so we're gonna swap that out for a different crankbait. Camera's too hot now. Need a little bit more of a breeze. Holy shit. I think that floats. Just snapped my braid. How'd that happen? What the heck? Crazy. Good thing I didn't hook a fish when it was like that. We might look at a big fish and just snap my line. Okay, back in business. All right, GoPro shut off there for a little while. I guess they got too hot. So I let them cool down for a little bit. We got just a little bit of a breeze here. Hopefully that'll help out. I did catch one more fish, little guy. Didn't even measure him, probably 10, 11 inches, something like that, while the cameras were down. But we're back in business, and I'm gonna go up this shoreline, cut across over there, and if we don't catch anything, then maybe that'll be it. seems like the bite really just died off. So anyway, let's get going. Go back up this shoreline and see what we can find. Oh man, that little dude followed all the way right up to the kayak, and then he changed his mind. Oh well. I'm gonna put the spinnerbait away for a while. We're gonna play with the chatterbait. Been throwing that spinnerbait most of the day. It's been working. But I'm an equal opportunity lure thrower, so I'm gonna give the old chatterbait a shot. There we go, got one. Hiding out in the shade over there. Come here, little fish. Get in my net. Whew. I think I'll just hang out in the shade here for a minute. I think that's number 14 for the day. Whoa. All right, what did you do here? You got tangled up on my net. That goes... Man, how'd you manage to do that? I don't know. Anyway, got you out now. All right, there's a nice one. That's a scoreable fish, it appears to be. Let's see what we got here. Haven't caught one in a while. $13 3/4, almost 14. All right, folks, there we go. 13 3/4. Fish number 14, I believe. I'm actually having a good day. Thank you, fish. Anyway, we're not done yet. I got to work down this shoreline, then I'll call it a day. There we go. Got one. Not real big, but it's another fish. All right. Little fella. There we go. Pull that up. All right, folks, here we go. One more. Number 16. That's just a little dude. I'm not even going to measure him. He's probably, I don't know, 10 inches? 10 inches or so. That's number 15, 16. I forget. I'll have to go back and watch the video when I'm done. Anyway, nice little bass there. Thank you, fish. All right, folks, that's going to be a wrap. It is, I don't know, probably about 3:30 or so. Bite has died off pretty good. Caught a few here and there in the last couple hours, but seeing some clouds coming in and hearing some rumbling going on. I think I'm about to get some rain, not to mention the fact that it's been pretty doggone warm out here all day. And I think I've just had enough for one day. I did good, had a good day. Got, was it 15, 16 fish? Something like that. Nothing huge, but had a good day. I needed a good day. I've been in a slump, only catching a few here and there for the last month and a half or so anyway. Anyhow, had a good day today. We'll see you next time.